Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
4 days have passed and still no arrest following Monday's quadruple homicide at RJR Maintenance and Management in Mandan. A business owner and 3 employees were found dead. There's no word yet on how they died and no motive.
As authorities continue their search, residents are still trying to come to grips with what's happened in their otherwise quiet North Dakota city. Valley News Team's Megan Hoffman talked with residents and has our story.
As life returns to normal in Mandan, the victims and families from Monday's murders are still in the thoughts of everyone in town.
Pardon me for breaking down. My heart goes out for this family. I wouldn't know what I would do if I experienced that. It's just tragic.
Residents tell me although they're looking for answers too, they trust what the police are doing.
There's no threat or no harm to the community, and I'm learning to just trust and to rely on that. I believe that if there was a danger, they would tell us.
However, some on social media have a different attitude, saying they don't feel safe in their community. But Police Chief Jason Ziegler has said Monday,
there is no reasons based upon the information that we have that the public safety is at peril.
Tuesday,
we do not believe the public at large is in any danger.
And Wednesday,
we do not feel the public is in any danger.
That the public is not in danger.
Since the last few days have gone by, I feel okay that things are still secure in the town.
Many saying though this is just something they've never seen before.
Police have asked the public to avoid the spreading of rumors out of respect to the families.
And as the community continues to heal from this tragedy, first responders are using services to help talk about the investigation in a healthy way. Later on Valley News Live at 6, we'll talk to the chaplains who are offering first responders some light during this dark investigation. And Mandan police have declined to release details of the 911 call that alerted them to the killings Monday morning. We are among those who have been asking for audio and a transcript of the call, but police say they're withholding that information because they are still investigating.
We now know the names of the 2 people who were found hiding in an abandoned farmhouse in Wheatland, North Dakota this morning after a theft case out of Jamestown. Police arrested 22-year-old Dejon DeMarcus Johnson and 21-year-old Tiffany Ashley Simmons. Both were arrested for burglary and criminal mischief. People living in the surrounding area were advised to stay behind locked doors earlier this morning while officers searched for the 2. The Cass County Sheriff tells us his office stepped in when the high-speed chase led the suspects their way.
At some point, that vehicle was lost, and by using some tracking devices, we were able to locate that vehicle in Cass County.
Officials found the abandoned car stuck in a snowbank south of the Absaraka interchange and traced footsteps that, along with the tips from the public, led to the farmhouse and the arrests. They determined later the suspects were not armed. A man is behind bars tonight, accused of terrorizing and felonious restraint early this morning at a Valley City business. That incident took place along the 100 block of Main Street East. Police called it an imminent safety issue. When they arrived, one person was running from a building and taken into protective custody. Another worker was found safe at a different location. A perimeter was set up and 27-year-old Zachary Klein was later arrested. More charges are likely to be filed against Klein.
Here's a reminder for drivers in West Fargo. Starting Monday at 9 in the morning, Cheyenne Street will be closed from south of 32nd Avenue West to north of 40th Avenue West because of construction. The road will also be closed 1 block south of the 40th Avenue West intersection. The city says drivers in this area should plan for delays and congestion. For a list of detours, head to our website, valleynewslive.com. The Red River through Fargo-Moorhead continues to climb, currently around the 28.5-foot mark. It is expected to reach 35 feet sometime on Sunday and crest on Monday. City crews put up floodgates on the 1st Avenue North Red River Bridge today. The bridge will remain closed until the water recedes. Hutch, temps will warm up tomorrow, but what's in store for tonight?
Well, tonight we have a few passing showers through northwest and north central Minnesota. Everyone has gusty winds and everyone has clouds. Take a look at this warm-up taking place out to the west. Hot diggity is right. 65 to 70 in eastern Montana and the western portions of the Dakotas, as far into North Dakota as Minot. But for us, we're all near 40 degrees. Here's a look at the Maple River near Mapleton. It's going to continue to rise as we go through the day tomorrow and likely crest. The wild rice in major flood stage, and it will continue to rise to high levels as we go through the close of our work week. And there is a look at the Fargo forecast with the crest more likely early next week. Tonight, gusty, temperatures fairly steady and cloudy here in the FM area. A little cooler up in Grand Forks, but we do have warmer air coming our way. I'll have details on how warm it is going to get. We'll talk about some thunder in the forecast here in a second.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
More medical marijuana dispensaries are a step closer to opening in North Dakota after the health department approved 4 applications today. The applications were for dispensaries in Devils Lake, Dickinson, Jamestown, and Minot. That now means that there will be 7 dispensaries eligible for registration and 1 that's already open here in Fargo. The Division of Medical Marijuana is accepting applications for qualifying patients and caregivers.
While the medical program is expanding, North Dakota lawmakers want to cut back the penalty for possessing marijuana. The Senate approved a bill that would make it a $250 fine if caught with less than half an ounce. The bill also makes marijuana ingestion as well as the possession of paraphernalia non-criminal fines. With last election's push to legalize marijuana on the ballot, some lawmakers want to make changes before voters force their hand.
If we do not start making some incremental changes, we are going to have the changes made for us. So I feel like this is a good incremental step.
Anything under an infraction is legalizing. Anything under infraction is non-criminal. It's essentially doing what the people just voted against.
The House is said to be unlikely to agree with the changes, and the bill will most likely end up in a conference committee.
U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer from North Dakota says he wants the federal government to be less involved in the state's marijuana decisions. He's signed on to the STATES Act, giving states more freedom to come up with their own rules. It would also allow banks to legally do business with the cannabis industry. Additionally, the bill would study the effect of marijuana on traffic safety and ban its sale at rest areas and truck stops.
The North Dakota House passed a package of bills to get the state workers' retirement system back on the right track.
This reduction in benefits is for new employees hired after January 1st, 2020. The reality of an underfunded retirement fund cannot be ignored.
A third bill to increase what employers and employees contribute to the fund was changed into a study during the interim.
A familiar event is returning to the Valley. The Shrine Circus is in Detroit Lakes tonight. It'll be in Fargo tomorrow for 3 days of performances. The event is sponsored by the El Zagel Shriners. It's a key fundraiser for the group. The money raised goes to helping people in our community. Tonight on Valley News Live at 10, hear how a teenage girl has benefited from the generosity of the group and the tie between the girl and one of the Shriners.